It's a great privilege and honor for me to speak in front of you this morning. As rightly said the CDS in his speech, and General Singh highlighted that Ukraine now one of the largest mine territory in Europe or even in the world, surpassing such former front runners as Afghanistan and Syria. This is a consequences of war, which actually not Ukraine started. I would like to correct Ambassador Sud because he said that Ukraine broke the peace. It's not. We are just. It's not a war in Ukraine. It's a Russian war against Ukraine. We need to be very politically correct because Ukraine is one of the most peaceful nation. 3 wars: First World War, Second World War, and this Russians war against Ukraine. It runs on the territory of Ukraine. So that is why we have the consequences of war, and the war remains since First World War. As you can see on the slide, about 142,000 square kilometers heavily mined. Out of this, 14,000 square kilometers in our maritime economic zone and other border basins, and 20% of the agriculture terrain heavily mined right now. This situation significantly affects the security of more than 6 million civilians in Ukraine, the agriculture industry and general social and economic growth of the contaminated regions. The decontamination requires considerable time and resources. As you can see on the slide, according to the preliminary assessment of the World Bank, the budget for the complete demining of Ukraine is almost $35 million over the next 10 years. Since February 22, the Secretariat of the National Authority has registered 727 incidents related to the explosive ordnance, in which more than 1,000 civilian people were affected. 311 of them, including 16 children, died. As you can see on this slide, most dangerous is the landmine. 75% incident related to this particular year. Kharkiv on the north, Mykolaiv and Kherson on the south region remained the most contaminated today, with more than 50% of all accidents in total. The status of other territory will be determined immediately after their deoccupation. To date, we have implemented a national system of regulation, planning and monitoring of mine action activities in accordance with the national legislation and international standards. The key agencies, namely National Mine Action Authority, Mine Action Center, and Center for Humanitarian Demining, are operating under the supervision of the Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Economy of Ukraine. For the technical regulation of mine action in Ukraine, there are national mine action standards developed on the IIFOMAS recommendation and take into account the best world practices. The following 3 mine action strategy goals till 2033 are based on the assessment of the challenges and problems of mine action. First, returning the land to provide the productive use. Second, protection the people. And third, development the AI system capacity. We have developed a very ambitious but at the same time very realistic plan for 2025. Why does it look like this? Because let me remind you that despite of the war, the humanitarian demining is one of the highest priority for the Ukrainian government, and it's a clearly provision in the peace formula of President Zelensky, especially in Chapter 8 which is related with ecological safety and security in Ukraine, that humanitarian demining is one of the biggest priority for the country. I would like to emphasize that after completion of non-technical survey, 32,000 square kilometers on the territory was marked as a not containing the risk, which allow us to reduce the area of potentially contaminated territories from 174,000 square kilometers to 142,000 square kilometers. Excuse me? Oh, okay. Give me the couple seconds. Yeah, you see on a slide how many operators we have right now in Ukraine, including the military units, which is used as a rapid reaction teams for the decontaminating and the demining the critical infrastructure in Ukraine. We have actually 421 groups created specially for that. Here you see the sum fact of what we have done in the recent years, and I could say that Ukraine already conducted 3 international conferences. Last it was in a cooperation with our Swiss colleague in Lausanne, when we are discussing the humanitarian demining issue, and we will be very much appreciated if India will take the decision and will participate in the next year in the international conference in Italy, scheduled for the spring of next year. Yeah, just for the your better understanding and familiar with the strategy and plan, you can use this QR code, and you can be more aware about our plans. And I would like to highlight that I very much appreciate that in amount of the 65 organizations who actually been certified in Ukraine, we have 13, which is the foreign companies, and I'm looking forward to see the our Horizon friends very soon to be certified in Ukraine, because I'm very much happy that they took this challenge and they agreed to open the branch in Ukraine. Thank you.